Hello everybody and welcome to the 2021 Wy'East Howl Trail Race Series here on the flanks of beautiful Mount Hood outside Portland, Oregon. We have just had a phenomenal weekend covering the 100K, the 50K, the half marathon, and it was just an action-packed, wonderful weekend of competition and sportsmanship here as part of Daybreak Racing's Wy'East Howl. The guy who does the hard work.
All right, let's give a huge round of applause to our volunteers who are out all over the course today. 5 seconds.
After arriving at the start line and seeing off the 50K runners on their 31-mile journey, we headed up to the Prairie Aid Station. This was roughly mile 8 for the 50K runners and mile 21 for the 100K runners. It was a really good scene up at the Prairie Aid Station, lots of runners coming and going. The organizers, the volunteers did a great job of making sure each runner went on the appropriate course after they resupplied them with food and water.
Stoked to be out here.
You're 20 miles deep.
I believe we're only 20 miles in, but it feels good.
Yeah. After that, after we saw the runners at the Prairie Aid Station, we went as fast as we could down to the Elk Meadow Aid Station that was put together by the Wy'East Wolfpack, an awesome training business also based out of Portland, Oregon. They had a fantastic vibe going on. They were all wearing jorts to celebrate the occasion. It was a great scene down at the Elk Meadow Aid Station. It's a busy trailhead. Because the local trail community here is so tight-knit, all these aid stations were manned by veteran, very experienced trail and ultra runners. They did a fantastic job of resupplying the runners and getting them in and out of those aid station transitions just as quick and as well supplied as possible. One of the highlights of the day for us here at Pyllars was going up to the Timberline Aid Station. This is roughly mile 25 for the 50K runners and mile 55 for the 100K runners. It's basically the top of the last climb on the course, and we had the luxury of taking a chairlift basically all the way up to the aid station. It was an easy ride for us to go admire these awesome athletes who were deep in a journey of their own. This aid station was put together by the Nike Trail staff, again from Nike headquarters here just outside Portland, Oregon. It was an excellent vibe. They were totally committed to cheering these runners up and cheering them down the hill all the way to the finish line. The 50K competition was one for the ages. It was a great race in both the men's and women's fields. We had Todd Simpson from Portland, Oregon to win his first ever trail race. And on the women's side, we saw Liberty Miller, who ran at the University of Washington, coming into her first ultra to take the W. The 100-kilometer race was also very exciting here at this year's version of the Wy'East Howl. In the men's race, we saw an astounding performance from Richard Lockwood. He finished in 9 hours and 7 minutes. That's more than an hour faster than anybody has ever run the Wy'East Howl 100K. One of the things that's so special about this race is that you're treated to views like this the entire course. It's such a great way to stay engaged, to stay motivated, to enjoy each and every mile, whether you run the half marathon, the 50K, or the 100K here at the Wy'East Howl. This is the type of stuff that you get to enjoy. So for all of us here in the Pacific Northwest, all of us that are part of this local trail community, we are so proud to have this event in our backyard. And for those of you who are from a little bit further afield, we would totally welcome you, encourage you to come here to our backyard, explore some of these phenomenal trails.